Hey guys! So this video is just gonna be like A, explaining some questions that you guys have been asking me, and B, going over some tips that I have for you that I can't always like explain through my videos just because there's already a lot of information I need to get through. And then this is just gonna kind of be like an update on like, what's the word? Like an update on what's the word? It's gonna be just an update on things is what I've decided to just like call it. Yeah, so this is just gonna be like an update video on things that I think are useful, that are like good tools for you to use, and some makeup advice and just some makeup stuff that I have that I really like and think you should get, and some like makeup tricks that I've found and things like that. I'm also doing this video because I just didn't have time to do a makeup look this week, and all of my pre-recorded videos, like one is on waxing and the other one's on shaving, I believe, and those ones I actually need to like re-edit them because they were done so long ago that the edits don't match how my videos are now, so I might even have to refilm them. I don't know, I really hope I don't have to, but you know. So yeah, you're also gonna get some more informative videos during the school year just because I won't always have time to do makeup looks. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to start with is answering you guys' questions about what makeup products I use for my Halloween tutorials, because I just say like I use paints or I just use this color, and you guys all, like, I've gotten a lot of requests on like what stuff do you use, like where did you get it? Drum roll please. The big secret is I use Dollarama paints. They're not even face paints because when I went to go and buy actual face paints at Dollarama, they didn't have any there because it was, I guess they don't carry them, I don't know, and I was actually too lazy to go to Walmart, so I just bought these and thought, what the fuck, you know, I'll try them out, and if I hate them, I'll make a trip to Walmart, and they actually worked pretty good, so I kept them. I do use these paints for like 90% of my Halloween looks, and then I use like eyeshadows, eyeliners, and things like that for like the other 10% of just to like blend it out and stuff. However, that stuff does crack on you. By the way, I also just use shitty Dollarama brushes to apply the paint because I don't want to use my good brushes because it could wreck them. So yeah, whenever you see me just applying the paint, I am just using Dollarama brushes and Dollarama paint. You do not need to use high-end quality stuff to get kick-ass looks. It just takes a little bit more time to work with them because they're harder to blend and things like that, but yeah, you do not need to spend a bunch of money to get cool looks. However, that being said, because Halloween is coming up, I did order legit Halloween paints. They are by Mehron, M-E-H-R-O-N. You can go to Mehron.com if you want to check them out. However, I did not buy them from Mehron.com because I ordered about $132 worth of product, and then the shipping from Mehron, because it's in the United States, ended up being $88 for a $132 item. Like, that is insane in my opinion, and I was like, I'm not paying that. So I ended up finding a Canadian distributor that sells Mehron products. So I just went on the Mehron.com site, picked what I wanted, and then went on the Canadian site, found what I wanted, and then ordered it from there, and the shipping was $24. And it came to the same price. It was still like a $132 purchase. But from the Canadian site, it was only $24 shipping instead of $88 shipping, where it would have been from Mehron. So that is something to keep in mind. I will try and find that Canadian site because I'll definitely be ordering from there again, but obviously I ordered a few weeks ago and it was the first time I'd ordered from them, so I've forgotten their name, but I will put it in the description box below. I'll put an annotation here or some such bullshit. Moving right along. The next thing we are going to talk about, just because it's also within the Halloween theme, I just want to show you guys these. I got contacts! I'm so excited! I'm actually going to go back and buy another pair. And then I also have to buy the containers that they go in and the liquid so that they last as long as they say on the box so that I can keep them for longer and reuse them for looks. This one is a bloodshot eye. and then this one is a gray, and this one is a purple. Then the other one I want to get is, it's kind of like an Umbrella Corporation look, but instead of like blue and red, it's like black, a black chunk, a yellow chunk, a black chunk, a yellow chunk, all around in your a circle. And I'll give you a little hint, my Halloween look might be a bit robotic, so I wanted robotic contacts to go with it. So that's a little hint for a future video that will be coming. Secondly, I'm going to show you, or give you guys some tips on makeup, because that's what I like to do. Now I know I said for bright colors a good thing to do is put either like light concealer or white eyeshadow over your eyelid to brighten them, but I've actually found the best thing to do is use cream white eyeshadow, whether in stick form or pot form would be best, to put on before you put the bright color on over top, because it's actually the consistency that makes it brighter. Because it's a cream consistency, the pigment sticks to it and gets brighter instead of blending with it, which is what it does with an eyeshadow. With the concealer just isn't bright enough because this is a white. It creates the lightest base, obviously. I will do a close-up of my face, but to get the yellow I just used this yellow, and this is just like, this is just a Manly palette. That's who it's by, is Manly. Which isn't even that big of a brand name, honestly. So, just goes to show that if you do more steps, like, you don't have to use super high-end products to get high-end looks, right? Like, I have a MAC yellow eyeshadow, and I'm actually not that impressed with it because it's actually duller than this color right here, so I encourage you guys to go find yourselves a cream white eyeshadow, because if you put that on all over the eyelid or wherever you want to put it before you use bright colors or even normal colors, it will just naturally brighten them because it's a white base, and you get the biggest pigment payoff. Now we are moving on to the next item. For those of you beginners out there who have trouble with blending things, especially brighter colors, oh god, sorry, I'm not used to talking this much right in a row, so my voice is like, so anyways, a good thing for you to do is to go to a makeup shop and get two bright colors that, like, one's lighter and one's a bit darker. Because what I wanted to do is I wanted to get an orange, but I knew I'd want to blend the orange out quite a bit, so I got a bright orange, and then the darker orange is right next to it, and this one is even a bit more reddy. And when I zoom in, you'll be able to see I used the light orange, and then on the outer half of my eye, I blended the darker red orange with it, and it makes blending easier. And it works even better if you buy two eyeshadows by the same company, because they were made to blend together, which these ones were. These are Makeup Forever Professional Paris. This is what I encourage you to do, especially if you want to work with yellows, oranges, reds, blues, pinks, purples, anything like that, greens, like bright neon colors especially. Just go to, I went to Sephora for these, but if you wanted to buy them just at Shoppers, you could, but just make sure they're by the same brand name, because they were meant to blend together then. Sometimes I find if you buy different eyeshadows from different companies, they don't always blend the nicest, but this is like a sure shit way to make sure they'll blend, especially for bright colors, because bright colors are already hard to blend in. So that's just a little tip for you guys if you want to start using brighter colors. Along with that bright kick, at Sephora I found the most insane lip stains you will ever find in your fucking life. Seriously. I got these two. This one's purple, this one's bright orange. I'll zoom in on these also. They're by Kat Von D, and they also had pink and red shades, and I'm not sure if they had a black. If they would have had a black, I'm pretty sure I would have bought that one too. So that was a little upsetting just because Kat Von D is like obviously the queen of like black things. Basically, like obviously she's the queen of makeup and tattoos as well, but girl, I wanted a black lip stain. I'm sure there was black lipstick there and I just didn't see it. And to be perfectly honest, for how good they are, you can use them to actually like shape your lip if you want to shape it differently. Again, I will zoom in on my face so you can see how the purple shaped my lip. Stain your lip, so they're actually a bitch to get off. Like I have to use makeup remover to get it off, which is my favorite kind of lipstick because usually lipsticks just rub right off my lips. These ones stick insane. The only thing is they do dry out your lips, so what I do is I just take like I don't have one with me, but like, you know, just Lip Smacker's lip balm, and I just go over my lips throughout the day because trust me, these are gonna last like 2 days in a row. Like it's insane. These are amazing. They're so good. Like they're such good quality. They were $24 each, which it might seem super expensive, but for the quality you get, I really don't think they are. Like I would gladly pay $24 for each of these for the quality of lip stain you get, because you just can't find it anywhere else. Like what's the point of paying $10 for a lipstick that's gonna rub off in 5 seconds? Like I can eat with these, I can drink with these, I can make out with these. like they're gonna be fucking on your lips forever until you get makeup remover and take them off, so go get it, girl. Kat Von D, you just fucking killing it, girl. The next beauty items, it's a beauty trick, more or less, I guess you could say, are these curling your eyelashes. This is actually something one of my sisters told me to do. What you do is you curl your eyelashes however high you want them, and then you hit them with 1 layer of waterproof mascara, and then you do the rest of your makeup, and then to let it dry, right? And then once your eyelashes are dry, you hit it with a coat of normal black mascara just to darken it up, and my curl lasts all fucking day. Like I've never had that happen. And both of these are really cheap mascaras. Like this one's Great Lash by Maybelline. I'm sure you guys have, anyone who's shopped at Shoppers has seen this kind of mascara. And then I just grabbed another one. This one's Maybelline Mega Plush Volume Express. And then just a normal eyelash curler. Like, it's so simple, but it's such a good trick for if you just want to rock your natural lashes with a good curl. It is amazing. Like, I was like, oh shit. However, again, because it's a waterproof mascara, you will need makeup remover to take it off. Anyways, moving right along. This should have been a summer thing, but you know, girl, I'm just so not on top of anything. Is this Makeup Forever Mix and Fix. Now what this is it's a makeup setting spray. So once you're done your makeup, you just like do 3 spritzes and you just mist your face, and it just helps your entire makeup last longer. And what I find is when I get, you know, when you just get too hot or like you've had to walk a long ways, you start to get sweaty and your body temperature is just rising up, which what happens to me because I have to walk around a lot at the university, especially where I used to park. When you start sweating, it kind of feels like, especially if you're wearing a lot of foundation, it feels like your makeup is melting because you're just getting sweaty and it's just your skin getting moist and your makeup kind of moving on your face. This prevents that. And even if the rest of my body is super hot, my face never feels like it's melting because I put the setting spray on it. This wasn't unreasonable. You could get a small carrier package, which is a good starting one just to see if it works for your skin. And that one was $15, which is totally reasonable in my head because it's gonna last a long time because you're just misting, right? So it's gonna last like forever almost. But I decided to go with the big one, and this one ends up being $34, so it's however you feel. It's however frivolous with your money you want to be that day. We're actually almost done. We're dwindling down. Beauty blender. I know there's been so much hype over these. If you're anywhere in the makeup world, these are the things to have right now. I've actually had this for probably going on 6 months now because I'm a useless twat. But I never used it because I didn't really understand the purpose. And I didn't understand if you'd be able to ever clean it, really. Because I'm also a nail tech, and this is like a porous substance, which means it has a bunch of tiny little holes in it, and in the nail tech world, if it's got a bunch of little holes in it and it gets dirty, you have to throw it away because it's dirty and you can't clean it, and that's usually with files, and it's only if you get like contaminated things on it, like blood or something like that. But anyways, I digress. This, you, first of all, to use it, you put it in the water, you get it wet, and then you squeeze all the water out of it just so that it's damp. And then when you have, I use it for contouring personally, not really for my foundation. So what I do is I put all my cream contouring on, and I don't do anything with it, I just place it where I want it. And then what you do is you like dab. Sometimes I dab and like drag down a little bit and you blend it all out. And this makes it possible to blend a lot of layers in, something that you couldn't do with your hands. With my hands, I had to be very careful that I didn't overuse products because I wouldn't be able to blend them out. But with this, you don't have to worry about it. So with contouring, if you're scared like, oh, I put too much brown on for a dark contour, I don't know what to do, get this because these work insanely well. They blend really well. I used them for the makeup I did today, so you can make a judgment. And to clean them, you just run them under water and then squeeze them and squeeze them and squeeze them. And they don't come completely clean, like they'll still have a bit of discoloration just because it is foundation, and I kind of feel like foundation stains a little bit. Like it stains all my towels. Have you ever fucking got foundation on your clothes? It just does not come off. It like ever. Just never comes off. The end. That's the end of that shirt. The next two things are of my own invention, which is why I'm so excited to tell you about them. The first thing is a holder for fake eyelashes. Now, I'm not sure what everybody else does to hold their fake eyelashes, but I ended up getting, some people call it like a tackle box holder kind of thing. It's not a tackle box, but this is the kind of stuff that's in a tackle box. I know it as a beading holder where people place like the beads that they want to make for necklaces. I got mine at Cabela's for literally $3. What it is you get the case and then you get all of these little like blue slits that you see in here, and then you can kind of like custom make how big you want the spots to be. And so I made one spot a bit bigger so that I could put my eyelash glue in there. I made a bunch of small ones so that I could fit all my eyelashes in there. And then this one is actually holding all the jewels that I use to put on my face. Actually is a really good thing because it keeps all your sets of eyelashes together so they don't get mixed up, which is something that was constantly happening to me. And it makes them last a lot longer because the minute you take them off, you just put them in here, close it, and then they're protected so they don't lose their shape, they don't get smushed or crushed or lost. Like, this is honestly one of the best things I've ever done in my life. Anyways, the last thing I'm going to show you, I haven't even like taken the frickin' tag off yet because I haven't got to use it, is this shark lunchbox. It's so adorable. It's not a shark lunchbox, sorry, it is a pencil box. I got this at Staples and I am currently using it, dun, 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 to hold my makeup brushes. How smart is that? It's like, it will constantly like protect them so they don't get smushed when you carry them. And it was cheap, it was like $10 or something, and I don't know. There was a skull one there and a bright glittery pink one, but I really just liked the shark. I thought it was funny. And I'll be able to put a bunch of brushes over here too, so. It does have like a, oopie. It does have like a stretchy elastic thing here and then another one here, obviously. Fucking my shit up, sorry. But I'm not going to use that, I'm just going to throw all my brushes in here and close it basically, and because like they're in here, so brushes against brushes aren't going to wreck brushes, right? So it'll be fine if they're not. I just wanted to show you that it could hold your brushes if you wanted it to. I think it's a really good investment. I don't know, girl, you tell me. But yeah, that's it, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to add me on Twitter at KSBELLANGER, and I'm also on other social medias such as Instagram, Tumblr, and Google+, all with the username xoxoprettybitches. So feel free to add me on that and follow the madness that happens. And yeah, that's it, guys. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you pretty bitches in my next video.